If my learned friend wishes to clarify the answer given at line 18 on page 79, it reads the 31st of January. 78, page 78, it reads January the 31st. I think it's quite obvious that there's an error, inadvertent mistake there.
Yes, thank you, and it was my mistake, not the witnesses. Yes, I said we have been dealing for the last little while with the events of January the 31st. Of course, I meant December the 31st. 2007. It's sometimes easy to mix up your months. Is that clear, Mr. Witness?
Yeah, it's clear.
If I can get back to... Very well. You were telling us that the pastor had... You told us the pastor had mentioned that the KenyaMOJA church had been burnt down. Of the people who arrived at the church, did you recognize anybody? And if referring to the list helps, please do so.
Among the people from that particular area, I recognized person number 13 and person number 14.
And did you have occasion to discuss the events at KenyaMOJA with either of these people?
Yes, after a while, person number 13 told me that among those burnt in the church was his wife and one of his children.
And for how long did you stay at the Jubilee Church? For how many days approximately?
I was there for more than 3 weeks.
And during that occasion, besides the persons you've mentioned from KenyaMOJA, did you have occasion to discuss with any other refuge seekers the losses or experiences that they had suffered?
Yes.
Please describe for the chamber.
I happened to have a discussion with person number 15, who also told me that person number 16, who was a well-known businessman and who lived in the neighborhood, had been killed.
From which neighborhood was person number 16? Well, let me just clarify. Was he from your neighborhood or another neighborhood?
Another neighborhood.
Which neighborhood?
Can I mention?
Yes, you may.
He was from Yamumbi.
And how had this person been killed?
As told by person number 15, while person number 16 woke up in the morning, he found his home surrounded by the warriors. He was able to flee and headed to the police station for a report. I was told he came back accompanied by policemen, and when they arrived at his compound, the youths surrounding his house killed him in the presence of the policemen.
And for the clarity of the record, what was the ethnicity of the youth surrounding his compound who subsequently killed him?
They were Kalenjins.
Yes. What is the ethnicity of person number 16?
He was a Kikuyu.
And you know what became of his house, his compound?
The compound was not touched. It was never burnt down.
Thank you, Your Honours. Did you have occasion to, or when next did you return to your home in your neighbourhood?
I believe I returned the following day.
Which day would this have been when you say the following day?
This could have been 1st January.
All right. Your Honour, I intend to deal now with the state of the homestead as well as specific damage and loss that the witness suffered, which might in fact be identifying. I request that for approximately 8 to 10 minutes we return to private session. And I would also like then to deal with the map at the same time.
We will move into private session then.
We're in open session, Your Honor, and would you like me to give the numbers now to the annotated version and to the photos?
Can we do that at the end of the day?
Sure.
Thank you. Mr. Steinberg, we're in public session. Witness, we're back in the public session. Again, be careful with the need to avoid indicating who you are. Mr. Steinberg, you've got a little, just I think 11 or 12 minutes to the end of the day.
Thank you, Your Honour. I think at this stage I can indicate that I'm not going to be able to wrap it up in 11 minutes, but I will be finished very soon tomorrow morning, less than half an hour certainly, probably about quarter of an hour tomorrow morning. Mr.
One second. And Mr. Fowl, how long do you think your cross-examination will take?
We'll probably take about 5 sessions, Mr. President. So it means, therefore, if my learned friend takes the first session on say tomorrow, it would mean the cross would have to spill over onto Monday morning. We would endeavor to see if we can wrap it up on Friday, but please don't hold me to it. I would do my utmost.
All right. Try your best.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honour.
I've been advised to suggest Monday lunchtime. That, better safe than sorry. That is a more realistic
Estimate.
estimate, yes. Thank you.
Fair enough. Mr. Steinberg.